It was the coolest, the nicest community, and Adam would come in with his big boombox and we'd all listen to Celine Dion, and it was the best, wasn't it? Yes. He didn't choose Celine Dion, but I chose Celine Dion, and he let me.
I liked.
You did.
I love the Celine.
Carey Mulligan giving us an insight in behind the scenes, shooting Spaceman with the wonderful Adam Sandler. So much more from the cast and crew at the Berlin Film Festival very soon. I'm Max, this is Flip Your Wig. I want to welcome along all the new subscribers. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss a video.
Berlin Film Festival, fantastic, by the way. Everybody, honestly, what a great time. Thank you for having us. We've had a ball. Everybody's been fantastic and welcoming, and it's exciting, and what a beautiful time. We got so excited that we got invited here. Thank you.
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this film. 6 months into a solitary research mission to the edge of the solar system, an astronaut played by Adam Sandler realizes that his marriage he left behind might not be waiting for him when he returns to Earth. Desperate to fix things with his wife, played by Carey Mulligan, he is helped by a mysterious creature from the beginning of time, voiced by Paul Dano. Spaceman has been directed by Johan Renck and is based on the novel Spaceman of Bohemia. The film also stars Kunal Nair, Lena Olan and Isabella Rossellini. Right, I picked out some of the best bits from the press conference for you to enjoy, but before you do, let's take a look at the film.
On behalf of the Eurospace program, 189 days into your solo journey. Commander Prohatska, how are you feeling?
The wires were tough because I am not, my body's not the most flexible body. The wires hurt me, they dug into me. The stuntmen who would wire me up every day, I would say, "Ooh, that hurts," and they didn't believe me. And then, we did it. We did it as a team. Johan would say, "You don't look like you're floating. What are you doing?" And then I would say, "What should I do?" And then they'd wire Johan up, and he'd be like, "More like this."
We shot this movie in the tail end of the pandemic. Everybody was sort of locked in, and you know, we were having these weird experience and dreams at night about, you know, socializing and all of that. And that, you know, obviously extended into set. You know, like Adam said, we shot the whole film from cranes, so Adam was very much alone in set, and we had like big 70-foot cranes. Yeah. Sticking into the set, so this little guy was hanging there moaning, crying about this rigs. No, but anyways, I mean, obviously, yes, the film is about loneliness, but it's also about disconnection, I think. You know, I think these are two separate themes.
There are some things, I think, as an actor that you probably don't speak to that are, you know, there's things that we all draw on in every performance that are deeply personal from all different parts of our life, and I think unpacking it for people kind of takes away a little bit of the work or the interest in your work, and what's more interesting for an audience is to put their own lives into what they see. But I will say on the subject of isolation, I do think, bar Adam hanging on wires on his own, you did have stuntmen near you, and Johan of it. So like, but
yeah, they were
so
there.
we had what's so beautiful about film, I think, and about all of the kind of different things that we make in plays, and is that, you know, there is like bedded in community into everything we do in the crew, right. And we had the most phenomenal crew. I know you guys did in New York, and then when we were in Prague, we just had the most amazing crew. And
we did rehearse together before we shot the movie. We rehearsed a lot, and so we were locked in together. And then on the day, though, I'd be talking to a tennis ball, or I'd be talking to Johan's friend who came and dressed up and would crawl around, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And then, but it was very good. It was a movie about being alone, and the tennis ball allowed me to be alone and in my own world, and Johan set it up where the cameras were. The crew was kind of far away, and all of a sudden there'd be a camera. I'd be like, "Did anyone press record on that thing?" And apparently most of the time they did, and then we did it. We shot the movie.
What I thought was going to be really difficult is, like, how do you make something that is both repulsive and scary and you know, disgusting perhaps even, and pathetic, but also kind of cute. And I spent a lot of time with Carlos trying to figure that out. It's like, how the hell do we do that? But I came to the knowledge, you know, in doing our film, I came to understand something I should have understood when I was about 5 years old, which is that doesn't matter how anything looks, if it has a good heart and a good soul, it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be cute and all that, you know. So it became very apparent that, you know, any efforts, any kind of pragmatic thoughts on how do we design the appearance of this creature to address all those things was a futile kind of thing, because ultimately it's about heart and soul, and then the appearance doesn't matter.
I took hHanuš at face value, meaning, you know, if he's lived for thousands of years and traveled through galaxies and lost his civilization, what would that be like? And then to encounter, you know, this essentially baby human who's, you know, 40 or 50 years old, and want to learn about him on the way back to the beginning. So I think we started with Zoom rehearsals, feeling it out all together, and I think the thing that felt right was to really be a doula of some kind, or like a spirit guide. So I think that if you've accrued that much wisdom, you know, it felt something sort of Zen-like.
I love Carey's performance. Just so, wow, watching Carey work, amazing. There was this one scene when she was on the phone, right? That we watched Carey perform. I was in the back, saw her do it, and just in one take, she just broke everybody's heart and was so deep in there. She's just the next level of greatness. So it was amazing working with Carey. Every scene we shot together. And Paul and I had we had a fantastic time Zooming together, and then just when you watch the movie and the connection that we end up having, we're getting that in real life, and that feels good too.
I'll say that I wish that I'd gotten to work even more with Adam, because I grew up in middle school. His comedy albums were so important to me, and that was a big part of me feeling really lucky to get to do this. What was to work with him, and I almost wish I'd gotten to do it more. But we had fun.
Yes.
And I agree with the kind gentleman over here that, you know, I don't know how he did it, but when I watched the film, I really think Adam's face and body, he's deeply embodied whatever this character is going through. And I think it's always cool to see an actor be able to do that, because you don't know how they did it, and sometimes I don't know if they do either.
Thank you, man. That's cool.
Yeah, and for me, we had our time, you know, doing living our relationship, but I wasn't there to watch any of the stuff that Adam did, you know, in the spaceship. Everything that, you know, we lived our stuff. We shot all of our stuff in Prague together. The beginning to the end of our relationship, and it was the best fun and the easiest person to act with, because he's so truthful and beautiful and soulful. But what's arresting about him in the spaceship on his own is that it's like some part of his soul has been crushed, or he does look like half alive or half mad, and I don't know how he did that with his eyes and his face and his body, and he hates us saying nice things about him, but he's so phenomenal.
I like it. He would come.
Oh,
thank you. I think what's cool about the movie Real Life, I'm on a journey. I'm up, and I have so much time alone. That's a good thing. In real life, I don't have that much time to be alone. I get like maybe 8 minutes tops, and then I have to do something. So being alone on a spaceship, I recommend that to a lot of people, to most of you, every one of you. Okay.
SPACEMAN having its world premiere at the Berlin Film Festival. I have to add that watching the whole press conference, Adam Sandler was very endearing, and he definitely knows how to share the light. And as a comedian who is really funny and loud in his job, he's very shy and very, very much like you take the light, sharing it with everybody else on the panel. So it was really interesting to watch him in this environment. Also, the first time we're seeing him in a very serious sort of drama role with no comedy attached to it, which is interesting. I'm a fan of Adam Sandler. I think he's a great actor. He's one of the Hollywood greats. Let me know if you're excited about this film, if you're a fan of Adam, and looking forward to seeing SPACEMAN, which will be released on Netflix at some point this year. I'm Max, and this is Flip Your Wig. Have a wonderful day, and please do subscribe and be a part of the community.
I think Adam needs people to be gentle with him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm telling you, this jet lag thing's killing me.